Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you some of the core features of my live poker studio. The whole idea is to make streaming poker as automatic and smooth as possible. The software lets you control and track the game while the hardware is using RFID to scan the cards on its own. This means you get the live overlays in OBS showing player hands and board cards, and on top of that the system is even switching cameras and angles automatically, so the right view is always on the screen. The best way to show you this is to have OBS and my dashboard running, which you can see on my screen. On the right side, you can see the OBS, which is a studio for streaming and recording video. I have defined some scenes. As you can see, I'm using AI-generated images to represent the camera angle. So you have to imagine this is a video. So this is the first scene. This is the first camera. It's a table, a wide angle view, which shows all the players. Then we have a camera focusing on one player, and then the camera focusing on the other player. We have a camera focusing on the board when the dealer is dealing cards, and we have a special screen when the system detects its two players heads up. It can use a split screen where on the same screen you can see both players in the same scene. I'm going to show you how my software is communicating with OBS. That happens on the OBS tab here, which is basically an OBS director part of the software. On the left side, you can see it's already connected to OBS, and it already detected the scenes that are available. Some are missing, but we don't need them. Already here, you can manually override scenes. As you can see, as I'm clicking on the scenes, it's switching in OBS. And on the right side, you can see the history of the decisions of the scene changes that the software made itself. That's all you need for this software to control your scenes and cameras. Now I'm going to simulate one hand so that you can see it in action. So if we go to the games, we can see that I already created one game and it's already in the progress. And when I hit the start button, it's going to ask me which player is having the button. I'm going to leave it in the seat number 1. So I'm going to start the hand, and you will see the moment I start the hand, the software is controlling the OBS and switching scenes and showing overlays. So here we are, the hand started. Next to act is Jungleman. We can see that the camera is switched to him. We can see the overlays. I'm now going to input the cards because I don't have my hardware connected. So I'm going to simulate it by inputting these cards manually. If something is not read correct or is not read at all, you can manually always override. So we are going to give Ace King to Jungleman, and we are going to give Queens to T1000. We are going to select some cards for the board so that I don't have to do it later. But on the OBS, you can already see that we are seeing the cards and hands of the players, but we are not seeing the board yet. So Juggleman is deciding, and he decides to raise, and I can input that as a spotter. I can say that he did that. The OBS automatically understands what's going on in the game, and it's changing the camera to T1000 because he's now to act. He's going to look at his pocket queens and he's going to rip it all in. Action is back to Jungleman. We can see that in the OBS. He's going to call. Now we are advancing to the flop. OBS is showing the board. You can see the dealer putting the cards. We are progressing to the turn. The system is detecting it's a heads up against two players, so it's putting the split screen of them. And we are going to the river. The camera is switched to the board again so that we can see that last card dramatically shown. And we are going to the showdown where we are showing the winner, which in this case is T1000. And you can see the camera is switched, the overlays are gone. We can start a new game and do this over and over again. So yeah, that's a quick look at how my system actually runs an entire live poker stream. The goal is to make a professional level broadcast possible without the big crew and expensive setup. You don't even need a studio. So if you like this, check out my blog, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think. All the links are going to be in the description, and see you in the next episode.